Who's playing? Who's not? Shout out to Trags on Twitter for posting this. So, per Zach Taylor, Dax Hill, Cam Taylor-Britt, Trey, obviously, BJ Hill, Cedric Johnson, and Marco Wilson will not be playing Thursday at Philly. Interesting. Matt Lee and Mike Gesicki are officially ruled out for this game on Thursday. Would be questionable for a real game this week. Really protective with Mike. Yeah, so they're not messing around with Mike Gesicki, which makes perfect sense. I mean, there's really no reason to. Noah Fant will not play, and you might say, why won't he play? He still has to learn the playbook. He's only had a couple practices, so I'm going to guess that they're going to probably slowly get him in there when it comes to the next preseason game. Mims will play. Awesome. We don't have this pegged as the biggest playtime, more for Washington Monday, August 18th. So that's another thing. They're really going all in for the Washington game on August 18th. So because of that, they're going to give us some play time for our starters, but it seems like they're trying to go all in for August 18th Washington preseason game. So that's kind of the situation there. Joe Burrow will play, but again, like I said, he's not going to play as much as August 18th. Physical and disruptive. Whatever the opposite of tentative is, per Zach Taylor on Shamar Stewart. Preseason games do matter. Zach Taylor, nothing. He watches how players handle in-game adversity are good clues to their competitiveness. I think it's very much up in the air on what role... I think it's very much up in the air what his role is going to be. Very impressive with his progress on Jalen Rivers. Football IQ and leadership is outstanding. Zach Taylor says he wouldn't rule out taking a look at Jalen Rivers at guard during camp. I mean, yeah, you really should never rule out any chance of anyone playing guard at this point, especially with our offensive line being our offensive line. If someone works out best at guard, you're going to put someone wherever they work out best at, right? That's just kind of how it works. Zach Taylor details plans for defense, offense Thursday night in Philly. Clarified later that Noah Fant will not play. Yeah. Which, again, like I said, I'm not too surprised about that because it's just really early on in the process. Sam Hubbard returned today to practice as a spectator, working on Bengals marketing project, meeting and greeting former teammates in the locker room. So we do have ourselves a day 10 of training camp here. So let's start off with light practice in full pads, 1 hour and 40 minutes. Thankfully, today was not the hottest day on earth like it has been beginning training camp. Light scout teamwork on what Philadelphia will present on Thursday. Excuse me. Sam Hubbard, now retired, visited former teammates on the field and in the locker room, on hand for a marketing project with the team. Jimmy Burrow attended practice in the VIP tent, then spent several minutes with the owner Mike Brown next to the golf cart. Team worked on a lot of individual drills in a very light 11s. Cedric Johnson walked through the locker room with a boot on his left foot. Oh, come on, man. All right, Cam Taylor-Britt and Marco Wilson will not dress. Team travels to Philly on Wednesday for a game Thursday night. On defense, Cam Taylor-Britt, Dax Hill, Marco Wilson, Cedric Johnson, BJ Hill, Trey Hendrickson will not play. On offense, Mike Gesicki, Noah Fant, Matt Lee are out. And again, we'll probably see very limited play time for a lot of these other guys as well. Starters-wise. How much will Joe Burrow in the starting offense play? We don't have this targeted as the biggest play time for our guys, which means they'll probably get one drive. We really picked Washington to be more of that. Another thing I hate is to put in stone a couple of series, several series is what we'll give those starters. Ooh. It could be a long possession that eats up most of the first quarter. Do you want them to get another one? I've always been in these preseason situations. You're careful to say what I just said because it goes into the second quarter because of refs that we've gotten. But right now, that's the target period that we've got. Okay, so several series, couple series, or several series. That's more than one. I mean, listen, a beggar can't be a chooser, and that's more than one, baby. Okay, I'll take that. High praise from Zach Taylor and Shamar Stewart and what he's brought. Physical, and disruptive. Those are the two things that a tremendous starting point for a young player to come in and not be tentative. I used the opposite word for him. Whatever the opposite of tentative is, I'll let you go ahead and with whatever term you want there. Disruptive, aggressive, violent. I've seen all the stuff from Shamar Stewart. Not bad. Not bad. Let's go. WWWW. All right, and I think that's pretty much it. Yep, that's it for the information. So shout out to Trags on Twitter as always for posting this. Listen, at the end of the day, I'm just ready for the season. I think we're all just ready for the season. We're ready to get back out there and hopefully win some games. I'm joking when I say that, by the way. I still think we're going to go 12-5, 11-6, kind of that area. But we're going to rock and roll. See you guys next one. Hoo-day!